how's it going? How are people doing? How's life treating you? All those great things. Welcome to PJs and Scribbles, where some days we're in our PJs and we scribble. How's everybody doing? How are you doing, Morgan? How's your day going? We already covered this, but for the people in the crowd.
I've had a headache since yesterday. It's still lingering. Took a half day of work. Kind of nauseous on and off. But
Do you think it's because you're not doing the sugar? Kind of like when you stop doing caffeine, you know how like you can get a headache from that?
I don't know, maybe.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the heat doesn't help.
We were out today, not intentionally, and I was like, how are we expected to survive?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's insanity. So yeah, I don't know. But I almost felt like my grandmother used to like she had this old, like, might have come with the house when they bought it in like 1940s maybe, gas stove. And when she, no air conditioning in the house, except for like some window units, which were not in the kitchen. And whenever she would be in the kitchen, which was maybe about this big, cooking, so it's like really hot, and she would open the oven, and you get that heat coming off of uh like the gas and all that. She'd be like, "Oh Lord, thank you, I'm not going to hell." Like every once in a while we have those days outside where I'm like, I feel you, Grandma. Because seriously, some crazy weather's out there. So Morgan, tell everybody about you, tell them where to find you, all your great stuff, and then we'll hop into a sprint. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Morgan Lee. I got 2 books. I'm a freelance editor. We got poetry open mic night on Sunday on my channel. You can sign up on our community tabs, me and JC. And that's me.
Yay. And I'm Tiffany. You're on my channel. Hello all. Welcome. We do sprints here every other Thursday. I publish books under TL Russ. And yeah, other than this, I got nothing coming until next Thursday, I think. Or next, wait a minute. Thursday after next. Yeah. I was like, hold on, next Thursday seems wrong. So we have Hazelnut here. Hey, Hazelnut. How's everything going? We're going to hop into a sprint. It's going to be a long one. I don't know what's happening with my speaking right now, because I am trying to put together a bingo card, and I don't know. I just thought of a better idea. Well, I like the idea of doing the places and the different things, but maybe I might wait and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And this month, mostly because I looked over and I saw drag and drop an image, and I'm like, what if I switch it to the covers of the books?
Okay.
So you have to do read the book in order to get the bingo. Since I couldn't figure out how to do the other thing in order to get the bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could maybe work.
Interesting. I like it.
Okay, so we're gonna play around. I'm gonna play around with bingo, bingo, and you guys hang out. Did YouTube just tell me I went live? Yep. Well, at least they're telling someone. So yeah, alrighty, cool. Hold on, I gotta find us. There we go. Alrighty. So, guys, we are doing a 45er. And in 3, 2, 1, do that dang thing. One of these days I'm going to remember to turn the volume back up. So we actually all hear. Um, oh, I'm fully entertained, JC. I can tell you all about it. I've watched a couple of crazy things that I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Uh, how did you do, Morgan?
What did I do? I know I got distracted towards the end. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was listening to my voice memos on my phone because that's where I plot stuff. So I was going back through the old ones and trying to figure out what ideas I had for this revision. Okay. So I was recording some of those, but then I got lost in listening to ones that didn't have to do with the story. So yeah, just random messages I said to myself.
I tend to do that too. Like I will plot stories on my phone, and I use the app that allows you to transcribe them and send it to your email. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I do it. And then I'll just go through and highlight the things that I think are like the big important points.
That's smart.
Yeah, because
it's just listening to it, taking notes.
Well, but it's so much easier sometimes to just say, like what you're thinking about the stories versus, like, I don't know, trying to write all the notes and stuff. And not that it's not, easy to write the notes, but sometimes I get my best ideas like washing dishes. I can't stop washing dishes, and everything, but I can turn it on and just kind of talk it out. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got over 200 voice memos on my phone right now.
They're like driving. Sometimes I get it. You definitely can't stop and be like, "Ooh, let me write this down." So yeah, I think that's awesome. As JC pointed out, because I will get to her comment. I'll pull up her comment before I go through. She's like, I really want to know what Tiff is watching because she looks very entertained. This was like a great sprint for me. I finished the bingo that I'm gonna include in my newsletter, and then while I was doing that, I was watching these two grown men who were doing bad movie bingo, which is where I got the idea from, and they were watching Twilight and just having a good old time, like hate watching it. And it was hilarious to hear their comments. And then I finished that and I ended up on like YouTube Shorts, and there was somebody who was making, what was it? Hold on, I have to go back. It was Oreo sourdough. Why would you do that? So I was like, that's interesting. And then I'm really involved in, there's this guy who keeps hosting these pop-up bakeries in his house or his apartment in New York. And like he keeps posting these videos of all the stuff that he's making for these pop-up bakeries. And so this one was, he's doing an ice cream social kind of pop-up. So he was making brownies and cookies and caramel sauce for 150 people. So that was quite entertaining. And then the last one was this person who was like, would you live in a garage? And then you click on it, and this looks like somebody like built out a studio apartment. And I'm like, yeah, the garage looked like that. Not like a regular garage. So yes, I was full on entertained with what I had going on while I was doing my book bingo. We had some people come in, so we had a few different comments. We had Regina who came in, who I love this comment. Hello, of course, I'm tuning in during a sprint, but you can't get rid of me that easily. I'll just wait. So I do agree with you, Regina. Tackle Uggs, have you been? Morgan also said hello to Regina. And Joanne and Margaret popped in with a wave. Okay, I don't know what I almost called you Joanne, but it was not Joanne. But it wasn't anything bad. It just was another name that somehow started with a J, but I don't think it was a full name. I think it was initials that aren't your initials. So don't pay me any mind. But she asked Morgan how she's doing. And then Morgan also said hey to Margaret and let Joanne know that she's been okay and asked how are you. And then we had a Jennifer come in and we had a JC come in who just got or is just getting in the house. And there's some hellos again. There's lots of hellos. Could be better, just tired. We are all tired, Joanne. It's been a tiring few days, weeks, month. I don't know. We had a Gwenna come in, just popping in, had to go grocery shopping and get the kiddo from daycare. So hello to Gwenna if you are still here. Good to see you, Gwenna. How have you been? Some more hellos. Margaret heard us over the Netflix tab. What are we watching, Margaret? Because very, very curious. I got through 2 chapters midday today. It's like blood from a stone to focus this old brain. There's nothing old about your brain, Margaret. You are as spry as I was going to say tulip, but are tulips spry? Might be having problems with this old brain. Some more hellos. Regina loves that you plot on your phone. And I should do that. And Morgan Lee is a genius, which we all fully agree with. If you did not know, we're here to tell you. Reader, she could in fact stop washing the dishes. It's amazing how washing dishes fuels your creativity. Generally, actually, washing dishes pisses me off, which is why I'm thinking of other things so that I can actually be creative. Because I'm normally a little upset. Okay, we have a mask, a fire. Is it a crab?
I think it's a lobster.
Lobster. Wait a minute, is that in regards to the 150 people in the apartment? Oh, because I didn't tell you. One of the ones he was making was lobster rolls. So that's why I thought maybe that was in response to that. What's that one? I don't know what it means. Let us know what it means, Margaret. And ooh, a bingo. Yay. I might have been inspired over here. Well, I do believe, Tiff, that you are the one that got me into watching reaction channels. I mean, sometimes they're kind of fun. People are hilarious.
I love channels. They're my favorite.
What?
Reaction channels.
Oh, yeah. I love a good reaction channel because people, they never react to stuff quite the way you think they are going to react.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they do, and then it's like really fun. So yeah, theory. No one intentionally goes to YouTube Shorts. We only stumble into them. I mean, it's true. And there's might be some people, but I feel like if you were gonna go intentionally to Shorts, you would either go TikTok or Instagram Reels.
Let's go to TikTok.
Right? Like, I feel
Reels,
like if you're going intentionally for a short, that's where you go. So I don't know. I don't think anybody. I think that's a hot take, Margaret. I think you're right. Yeah, Oreo cookie. I know. I mean, it looks like a marble cookie dough, but I still haven't fully figured out why you would do regular chocolate cookie dough. So, I mean, cookie dough, sourdough. So, yeah, I don't get it. Better or worse than sour Oreo dough? Let's see. I watched a reaction video last week where they showed how guys reacted to a certain line from the Sinners movie that, even though I have not seen the entire movie, it has to be the best line. Okay. I am very torn on Sinners. There's the vampire lover, African-American movie supporting part of me that makes me want to watch it. And then there's like this other part of me that makes me feel like it's not my movie. Like it's not where I need to be. And so I'm very torn. Very, very torn. uh, Whoever had the idea to make Oreo sourdough should have done some research. Like, put an Oreo between two slices of sourdough. I did just watch this one woman who did a cheddar cheese and Guinness beer sourdough. I don't know how I feel about that either. So, Tastefully Yours, episode 6. I don't know if I know this, Margaret. See, now I want to go look. I want to go look what Tastefully Yours is. Margaret with the tulips. You tulip. Tulips, are you spry? I know, I don't know if they're spry. I second that. Morgan is in fact a genius. Absolutely. I was being sarcastic with the dishwashing thing too. Oh. I'm just being spicy, not a mash, just a toothy smile. Oh, okay, cool. I like it. And Regina's, I hate washing dishes. I have developed a bizarre ritual. Soak them for 2 days, add a splash of bleach, put on rubber gloves, use a long-handled bottle brush, add more hot water. I'm not mad at this, Regina. I only intentionally look in shorts when I'm trying to find one that I saw and want to show it to someone else. Yeah, I do sometimes do that. Here? Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah.
Am I back? Okay.
We're gone for a second, and then you came back.
All right, because I saw the little spinnies and I was like, no. Oka JC, I never can. I can generally find them in my history if I'm really careful. If I didn't save it, it's gone. It's the one when Mary confronts Stacy about why he left in the middle of the night. You've had that line too. I literally have seen nothing about Sinners except for the preview and then people's reaction to it and calling it one of the best cinematic filmed movies in decades. Literally, that's all I've seen. I have not seen anything. I've not heard anything about Sinners other than the preview and people calling it that. So yeah. I want to watch Sinners, but not on my platform. Oh, okay. If not, I will send you the short. Beer cheese soup can be good though. True. If you like beer though, see, I don't love the taste of beer. So sometimes beer and certain things just doesn't kind of flow for me. But yeah. Almost at the end, and then we're gonna go into another sprint. That is a good ritual, Gina. Does it summon any helpful demons? Yes, in my history. Not Stacy, Stack. Okay. No demons, but it's sad that I pay a housekeeper and she does a worse job on the dishes than I do. If I'm washing them, they better be clean. Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me. Jocelyn, hello. I agree. Ouch, Regina. Although my family up in Colorado, they do have, and it's not, she doesn't come often. I think she comes once a month. They have like someone who comes in and cleans the house because A, their house is huge, and B, it's like 6,000 people that live there. Maybe not 6,000, but it's a lot of folks. And like she doesn't do the dishes, but she specifically, I don't think is contracted to do them. So my aunt always just washes all the dishes before she gets there because if she doesn't, the woman will take all the dishes out of the sink, clean the sink, and then put the dishes back in the sink. And at that point, I'm mad at you.
That's insane. Just wash the dishes if you gotta do all that.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, at that point, I'm mad. And that's what my aunt said. She's like, because then I'm a little annoyed. So I just make sure all the dishes are done. And then we're good. I like Margaret. She's like, that's quiet quitting. Right there. Let's see. Beer, great cooked in chili spaghetti. I had it a couple had at a couple restaurants. I don't know if I've ever had chili spaghetti. I've had
Never even
chili
heard of it,
mac. Is that kind of the same thing?
but with spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, because I've had chili mac, so I'm curious. I think she's getting tired of her job. She has a ton of clients, but I'm more easygoing than they are. So maybe it is a quiet quitting conversation. She's like, if I just push a little bit harder. So yes. All right, guys, we're gonna go into another sprint. Don't know. Might be our last one. We might do a 30 afterwards. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know. All righty. Hold on. I lost the thing. Wait. Yeah, that's us. Okay. On your mark, get set. That's not what I say. Just do the dang thing. We did get volume, it was just very low. Hello, everybody. How'd that work for you?
Hello, friends.
We also picked up a guano. Um, so how'd everybody do? How did the sprint go?
Whew. I ate food, and then I told my husband y'all were streaming, and he said, "What did you say? Please calm down." He said, like, "Please chill out" or something like that. Please relax is what he said, meaning go play with your friends, go have enrichment time. Go. It's like, shoot, go play with your little friends and relax.
That's awesome.
So.
I got some work done. I did not plot like Morgan, with the sense of like doing it on the phone because we ran some errands today and I was in the car with my father, so it's kind of hard to plot a steamy
We cut
romance
out a bit
with
there.
your dad. Did I? Am I back?
Yeah, we cut out a bit there. You're back.
Okay, yay.
You are back. We're good.
I said I didn't quite get a chance to plot like Morgan because I went and ran some errands with my father. Hard to plot a steamy romance with your father driving. So
Big facts.
yeah, so I wrote it all on my tablet, so I was kind of moving it into my Notion to try to see if I can't figure out the rest of this story. So yeah, let's see. We had I Still Jocelyn. This is very interesting to me. Beer chili spaghetti is spaghetti with chili sauce that's cooked with beer. I don't know how I feel about that.
That sounds like something out of Ohio. And I don't mean that kindly. I really do mean that as the insult it is. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. It was
It does
Jocelyn
not
goes back.
sound
She's
good.
like, I'm in Ohio, Gwenna. Or like women, Ned, who's been watching our videos of this whole time. It's like, that's just the last straw. You made fun of my name and now you're making fun of my state.
I am sorry. It doesn't sound good. It does not. Jocelyn, you're not going to convince me till it's in my face and I'm trying it.
Regina did say for her housekeeper that she's good at other stuff. She makes a great bed and does laundry and installed my Ring doorbell, but not the dishes.
Oh, you see, Jocelyn, I knew it had to be the Midwest because it sounds like a hate crime.
Uh-oh. And
So
Gwen
Nebraska.
now says, okay, most of dinner is done and groceries are put away and chopped bit Sammy's, but just waiting on the bacon. Who?
Chopped BLT Sammy's.
Oh, BLT Sammy's. Okay, just waiting for the bacon to come out of the oven. Hot take, don't like a BLT.
I think we've discussed this before. I think because I remember that rage boiling up inside of me. Yeah, that's a very familiar feeling with you and your food preferences.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
We've had this debate.
Morgan's like, the amount of times I've gone back and forth on the plot of this third book is wild. I have no idea what I'm doing. And Morgan should be back. She's just running a little bit late. She might be back by the time we finish our next book. 47, maybe 6 plus. Yeah. Nia came in. Hello to Nia. Netflix over. Now what? You could read. You could write. You could watch something else on Netflix. Watch the History Channel, one of my favorite channels. Hallmark, one of my others. Deidre is popping in to say hi and hit the like button. Jennifer says, has Nicole Ford Thomas been here lately? I'm not even positive I know who that is.
So I'm pretty sure Nicole is a name I typically see in our chat, but I
Yeah,
don't
I've
know
seen.
that-
Well, I know a couple of different Nicoles. One that doesn't even go by Nicole, but yeah, I'm not positive I know who that is, so I don't know.
It's a proof
Deidre,
point.
hope you're
Want me to try
feeling
one?
better, and that you get whatever rest or whatever it is that you need. Morgan's like, oh, hi. And Regina's like, we are back. Yes. Also saying, good to see you. Hope you feel better, from Joanne to Deidre. I moved on to some watch later. Is that a skeep chick or skeptic?
Skeptic?
Yeah. Talk on Jubilee. Okay. And then we have some love for Gwenna because it's Gwenna.
Thanks. And I do have a good husband. I'll get you.
Good husband. I'm talking to my sister, but I just listened to some more voice memos and laminate. You know what she's saying.
Lamented?
Lamented about my lack of consistent thought.
I didn't laminate.
I'm busy trying to point. I can't.
I didn't know how laminating helps with your plotting, but I'm interested. I'm into this. You give me your secrets, Morgan.
I know. I have some fun. Some highs for Nia. Nia made jam. What kind of jam? Oh, JC beat me to it. What kind of jam? I made strawberry raspberry jam the other day, and it's been one of my favorite things ever.
Wow.
Just found out my mom will be visiting this weekend. Yay! Or okay. Or I'm sorry. I don't know which way that falls. So I'm covering them all. It is giving Ohio.
It was giving Ohio.
You're good, Tiff. Yes, dictating sex scenes is hard with the parent in the room. It's also hard writing them with the parent in the room. Like, it's a whole thing. Sometimes we have moments here. Margaret is laughing. We got some highs for JC's. No, Gwenna, it really is okay. It's actually out of Nebraska. Fun fact, I almost went to school in Nebraska. Went to college in Nebraska. This guy on the phone was trying his best to convince me there were Black people in Nebraska and I should come on down. And instead, I said no and went to Kansas,
Where
they also tried to convince me there were Black people.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few of us in the city.
Yeah, I went to the middle of Kansas.
Yeah, middle of Kansas. Not
They
too much.
also tried to convince me.
They look at you out there.
You're gonna make me cry.
I hope that's pleasant news. See, nobody knows if that's a good or bad for Gwenna or me for Anya. So, I mean, she was speaking the truth about the chili. We don't know yet. Jocelyn says it, show me. That comment was an error. I just dropped my phone on the keyboard.
Yeah, that 46 divided that comment.
I'm not done with what?
Wondering what it meant.
You were not alone.
What is that?
No.
I was enjoying the quote. And Morgan, you're not alone, Tiff. As someone who has tried writing Fade to Black and failed, it's a crazy thing. I sent Tiff a message and then I made some iced coffee to calm my nerves from the ordeal of the day. And now I'm set up in bed trying to see what work I can get done. Another fun fact, I also had coffee today. Yay. So I'm way more toned down than I should be. Hope you feel better for D. Feel better, D. So there's a lot of feel betters for D. I hope she saw them. Yay, Morgan has returned. She has. 'Tis her right there. Laminated labels help everything. I agree, Margaret. Thank you for having my back. I mean, she could have printed out the plot grid and laminated it. I like all these theories. Getting
the plot grid going. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'll let you finish the comments.
Oh, we were waiting for Morgan.
Bubba? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
I finished transferring all the notes I had onto the plot grid, and now I'm putting in the new stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting in some free writing. I've written myself into a corner. We've all been there, Jocelyn. You can do it. You got this. Let's see. Raspberry, mixed berry, raspberry, blackberry, strawberry, blueberry, and about to make peach with peaches from my trees. Love a good peach jam.
Can
Did
you
that
mail that to me?
a couple of years ago. Peach jam is amazing. This year, Nia, I want to try making apple butter. So maybe we can both walk through that together.
You can also mail that to me. I'll take peach jam and apple butter. I'm here.
I don't know if I can make it. I've watched some videos and it looks pretty simple. I mean, it looks like it takes a long time because you're just kind of stewing it, but it does look pretty simple. So I don't know. I'm tempted. But also, the same video that I watched, the woman did it and it made a whole bunch, which also made me want to learn how to can fruits and vegetables. It was a whole moment. This close to buying a canning system, Gwyneth. This close.
Don't do it. Don't go that deep. Don't go that deep, Tiffany.
I had to walk away. Well, what helped was that she also went to go put up the cans that she made. And she went downstairs into her basement and she had like this whole dark area where she kept everything to keep it fresh and all the stuff. And I was like, oh, see, I don't have that.
Where would you put your canned goods? Where would you? Right
I
next to
don't
the
know.
canned goods you bought from the grocery store for half the price and 0% of the time.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's tempting though. I do love making my own jams. And this woman was making enough jam for the whole year for her and her family. It was a beautiful thing.
You could always just put them
One
in decorative
day,
jars and give them
all the
out.
days.
Yeah, you can start selling them. You can start a business.
Exactly. What Morgan said.
Missouri cottage license is pretty lenient. Just put a label on it.
You know,
Start selling
during the panini, I was in a whole baking thing because baking generally calms me, and anxiety was a true statement at that point. And at one point, my father was just like, "You're either gonna have to figure out what to do with all this stuff, or you're gonna have to start selling it, or setting up a table, or something." Because I think we had bagels, we had cookies, we had cupcakes, we had like a 6-inch cake, we had bread, like we had pretzels. He was like,
Wow.
we can't eat all.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he was like, you're gonna have to figure out something to do. So I had to tone down, and I haven't been able to quite get back into it since.
I was gonna say you should have put up a stand, girl.
I mean, if I'd have thought about it, you know. Joanne got some words written, writing a pivotal scene where my pastry chef MCs are bonding instead of exchanging jabs at each other. So bonding time, yay! Let's see where we at. Because I ran too fast. Hold on, come back. Okay. Yes, Gwenna with the hair. I know she's like voluptuous.
It's not. It looks like a literal rat's nest right now, but it's a more comfortable down than up rat's nest for this moment. Give me 15 minutes and it's going to overstimulate me and be back up. So, you know.
I'm going to let you take this, Gwenna, because I feel like you right now are a resident expert. Is this plot grid thing something new?
No, it's not something new. It has been picking up steam, mostly because I've been harping on it everywhere I go because I'm in love with it, because I just discovered it. It's new to me. It's brand new to me, and therefore I must tell everyone about it and its mysterious magical powers. Apparently it's been around long enough that J.K. Rowling was using it when she was writing the Harry Potter books, and that is what I know about it. Yeah, that's it. I really like it. I just figured that I just figured out that I successfully wrapped up 4 of my like 14 subplots by the end of Act 2, which was perfect. That's right where you want to be. So, so it's going well for me.
Awesome. I love how she's like 4. And then she's like 14.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of subplots.
Yummy. And yes, what Gwenna said, some peach jam, mailed. I feel like that's a yes. Ooh, yes, Tiff. And OMG, I miss apple butter. Yes, Laura is like apple butter cheese. Boots with the bread. Which I adore you for that. I'm stocked up on fermenting food books because apocalypse. I mean, exactly, Margaret. This is why I feel like canning is not a bad idea. Speaking of dessert, should I bake gingerbread cake this weekend or sleep?
Sleep.
Well, I want to know why we can't do both.
No, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is good for you.
Every time I see someone's canning pantry, I know they're so pretty.
No part of that process appeals to me. I'll be honest with you.
Yes, but did you see that video where one of the shelves' legs broke and a year's worth of jam broke down the basement's too?
You see? Oh. And that's not just labor that you've lost, it's money too.
Gwenna is like, we are not canning. How much plainer can I say this?
We're not getting on this trad wife BS train, okay? Roll it back. We live in
not even a wife, so it's like, okay. It's trad tiff train.
It's not 1930 anymore.
It's the apocalypse, like, planning.
You don't have a basement.
I actually do have a basement. I just don't have space for that in my basement.
You know what, Tiff? I will approve you canning when you clear out your basement.
Wait a minute. Here's the fun part. Gwenna, you've seen my house. Morgan, you've seen my house. Our basement is probably as big as our house. And my father has so much crap down there. Like his office is down there. There's another bar down there. We have 3 dining room tables in my basement, 3 couches in my basement, a whole nother bathroom with a shower in my basement, a whole laundry room that could be the size of a bedroom in my basement, and 2 storage closets in my basement. And he has so much crap down there. When I tell you, if I was trying to find a space to put a shelves, to put cans, I would be like, where am I going? Where am I going?
Can we get rid of some of the stuff in the basement?
Of course not. He loves all of his stuff. At one point, I told my father we had so much furniture down there. I was like, we could open a speakeasy and be good. Like, we have a 60-inch screen TV in my basement.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a whole...
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So it's a very weird space. We would have plenty of room if we didn't have so much stuff there. I'm always like, no. What's your favorite baking book if you have one? Okay, so I don't necessarily have one, but I do love, mostly because I love his recipes, but you have to have time and you have to have money to do it, which is Joshua Weissman's recipes. I have yet to make something of his that is not amazing. But you do have better baking book. I love this.
I'm sorry. You can continue. I just want to harp on this when you're done.
Okay. I have yet to do it, but his, like, I think most of his recipe, like, he has a hamburger recipe that is amazing, but it starts with making your own buns and your own ground up hamburger. So that's why I'm like, you have to have time and you have to have money to do his. The other person I would say is Preppy Kitchen. I really do like his, and I like Laura in the Kitchen. as well. If you really love Italian food, those would be my three favorites. But if you just go basics, you can't beat Better Homes and Gardens. Just their big ass traditional, old school, has everything in it cookbook.
Yep. This is Better Baking Book. It's by Baker Betty. And it
Watching her.
Huh?
I just was watching her the other day.
She's so good. She's so good. Yeah. So I bought it from her website, and it goes through not just the basics of baking, right? And like rules about baking and everything like that. But it goes through different types of baked goods based on what they are, right? So there's quick breads, there's cookies and bars, there's cakes, pies, yeast breads, and then miscellaneous techniques and components, right? So it teaches you the techniques you need to know to bake, right? Different techniques like folding. What's the difference between folding and stirring? I don't know, but it's in this book somewhere. All right. And then also it gives you foundation recipes, right? So like if I wanted to do, let's say, a quick bread, like a banana bread, they have two different kinds, like the muffin mixing method and then like the biscuit mixing method. So it's like separated by like how you plan to cook, right? And then it will give you a master recipe. So let me go to page like 83, 85 to go to the quick breads real quick. And I just have to harp on this because it's the most thoughtful. It's the most thoughtful.
There's a sourdough Bible book that I kind of want, literally called the Sourdough Bible. I'm torn. So I haven't bought it because if I buy the book, it's like $20-something. If I buy the ebook, it's like $2.99, but you can't see the recipes as well. Hold on.
So this is one of her mini master recipes, and it's like the sweet batter bread master recipe. And it has all the ingredients that you would need, right? But it allows you to sub in what you have, right? So 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of granulated sugar, baking powder, kosher salt, an egg, and then it's milk. And then she gives the different types of milk that you can use and how much you would use of each of them. And the neutral flavored oils, right? And then if you wanted to do like baking, flavoring your muffins / breads, she has a bunch of different combinations that you could try. And she gives you how much you would like to use, like of each, right? So like how much vanilla extract that you should use, or how many tablespoons of different zests you should use, mixing it up with different kinds of spices, and then like how you should prep your fruit. So like if you wanted to do like a zucchini bread versus a banana bread, like you have to drain zucchini bread, but I didn't know you have to drain zucchini bread. Anyways, so this is.
Oh, what'd I do? No, come back, come back. Come back.
This is the beginner-friendly but autistic-friendly Better Baking Book because it tells you the why behind things. And I have to know the why or else I'm going to skip the step. You know what I mean? So anyways, it is the best baking book I've ever had. And I had to, because there was an option to harp on it, I had to harp. Great. Thank you for your time.
Baking books? No, I can't buy any more baking books right now. I'll put it on my list.
It's like $20.
How much?
It's like $20. It's affordable.
No, I get that. It's just, if you saw, one day I'll take a picture of my recipe shelf in my kitchen, and then my cookbook shelf in my kitchen, and then you'll be like, oh, yeah, you need to clean that out first before you can buy any more books. So yeah.
Thank you for letting me get on my soapbox.
I
appreciate it.
But that's probably leads me to want to bake something else. I have a whole bookmark of recipes of desserts I want to bake this year. Again, I see no problems with this, Joanne. I'm all in for you. OMG, I guess I've lived without it this long. Oh, we're talking about the plot grid, which JC also gave you a link for Regina or anybody else who might want to look at it. I'm still trying to get Tiff to mail me some peanut butter cookies. My father said they were good. He also said that he went to go get some water and he saw that the bag was still open, and he started to close it, but he didn't know if I wanted it open. So he went back to his room, and somehow when he got into bed, 2 peanut butter cookies were in his hand.
I love your dad so much sometimes.
So, and I was like, yeah, I know how cookies just have a tendency to jump out of the bag for you. So, because that's what he tells me all the time. He's like, I don't know how they got there. They just jumped out of the bag. I'm like, okay. Jocelyn and Margaret are also harping on the sleep, Joanne. So I guess sleep. I still say do. Oh, thank you for JC. You're very welcome. Tiff doesn't go in the basement. I go in the basement. I just don't like basements. So I wouldn't stay there for long periods of time.
Tiff only stores her kidnapping victims in her basement. Don't you know that?
So I have to go in there.
That's why it has all the amenities.
Mm-hmm. I want to know, so I'm not beholden to the system when it goes down, Gwenna, which is why we're
The only thing you need to know in the apocalypse is first aid and how to kill someone, and then you can steal the rest.
I know both of those things too. Fine, sleep, sure. Maybe make the gingerbread next weekend. Yeah, our basement is gigantic. We have a 3-bedroom ranch house, so our basement is basically equivalent to the 3-bedroom ranch house, just open concept without all the walls. So yeah. So my favorite horror movie, I don't know, maybe the one where I take my phone down to our spooky basement. Awesome. Cluttered by Dad. Yeah, I mean, we have actually played horror things in my basement. So yeah. I saw you mouthing to both, Tiffany, caught in 4K. Oh, see, that's too much. I mean, I think that Josh with the one my MAGA nephew is hot on. I mean, he's kind of cute. And he's like, I love Preppy Kitchen. I love Preppy Kitchen also. So yes. I also have an old Better Homes and Gardens classic. I know you can't go wrong. Like you can almost find pretty much everything in there. I love Baker Betty too. She's the best. So yay. Just folding the cheese, David. Oh, wait, you're muted, Gwenna. We didn't hear you.
I had to mute. There were jets going on overhead.
Oh, okay. She is who I follow for my breads. That's how I was looking her up. I saw something with her bread. She was explaining baker's percentages, which first person who's ever made it make sense to me. And I was like, yes. Ooh, I love Sally's Baking Addiction. If we're sharing recommendations, I don't know if I've seen that one. Oh, good Lord. I gotta go looking for all these books now. That looks good. Benjamina.
Good luck.
Is my current fave of last few years, still using it, which is rare. Okay. Have to go look up these people. I'm so excited. Well, you made them, so I bet they are good. I don't know. I was following a Preppy Kitchen recipe though. Oh, they just magically made it into his hands. I mean, if you talk to my father, sweets always magically make it into his hands. I visited that video for a moment and realized I have seen the plot grid. Oh, okay, cool. I just forgot if I use the plot grid, I'll never write the book. Oh, well, filling in the plot grid feels, hold on, like too much effort. Plot grid. Are you going to believe me or your lying eyes? My lying eyes? And you, everybody. Alrighty. Whew, that was a lot of comments. We got it. We made it there. All right. So we're going to do one final sprint. We're going to do 30 minutes. This is for all the words and all the marbles and all the things. Go forth, prosper. Look up baking books. And have a great 30 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Do that dang thing. Hello, all. Can I just tell you, my 30 minutes were spent beautifully enjoying the barbecue ribs that I accidentally talked my father into getting while we were. And
What'd you say?
I said I was enjoying the barbecue ribs that I talked my father into getting while we were accidentally talked him into getting while we were out. And I'm so glad that I did. Because that just made my whole evening. I just wish that I liked this place's potato salad as much as I like their barbecue. But it was pleasant, it was tasty, it was finger licking good. If y'all had been over here, you'd be like, "Ooh, that girl ain't got no class." Because I was like, but it was so yes, exactly what I needed. How did you guys' 30 minutes work?
I
What'd you
ate
do, Morgan?
some food. I ate some leftover tacos. And then I watched some YouTube videos.
I drank wine, and I got all the way to the last part, Act 3, into the plot grid. So I'm done with everything but the climax in Act 3 with this plot grid. But I'm like going line by line and referencing exactly where I'm, putting each subplot, what words I'm using in the novel into the plot grid, which is helpful. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a lot more organized. I've got a good handle on things now. It no longer feels unwieldy. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Oh, let's see. What did everybody else do? Oh, I lost her. Okay, there she is. It's been a full day, and I think I just need to give my mind a rest. Enjoy the rest of your sprint. Always take care of you. So if that's what you need, by all means, whether you've already gone, night, Jocelyn. Hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And enjoy our night, Jocelyn. Where am I reading stuff today? Good Lord. I need to put together a vlog for the month. Well, we like your vlogs, Margaret. Laura, I've done so much character background work today. Awesome. I love a good character background. Whoa, like 8 pages in 2 days.
Wow.
Anyone else here know Martha Beck, life coach, her work? No, I don't think that name sounds familiar to me. And I've been trying to think because I read this while we were still on the chat or on the sprint, and I don't think I've seen that name, so I don't know. How do you diffuse undue resentment? Friends, advice.
I've gotten really good at this, but I have a question. Are you the one resenting people, or are people resenting you, Margaret? That makes all the difference.
I don't know how. I don't know if I've ever had undue resentment. Oh, she's the one resenting.
Great. Then I can actually give you advice on this because I don't know how to deal with other people resenting me. But as a new mom, you very quickly are typically put into the preferred parent role. And even if the other parent is capable and willing and wants to assist with child rearing, the child will prefer the preferred parent, right? And so I've been experiencing a lot of me resenting my husband for no good reason because he does try, right? So the best advice I can say is tell them what you're feeling. Tell them you know it's unfounded. Ask them to help you navigate it anyway. It's a very it's a humbling experience to be like, I know I'm in the wrong here, but I still need help getting through this feeling. But you can only do that with the person that you're resenting.
I think that's fair. Because I've had that conversation about anger in the sense of sometimes you're really angry about certain things and you kind of know it shouldn't be that level of anger, you know, but like you can't help how you feel. And so in that moment, it's hard to kind of back down. And sometimes you do. I normally ask my therapist as opposed to the person. But yeah, sometimes you have to ask. Morgan said, yeah, I should do that at our next meeting. It works. I just get so wound up for confrontations.
I find that it's not a confrontation if you come at them from a place of, hey, I know I'm wrong, but I'm still hurting and I need you to validate that, and then we can move forward. Even if it doesn't, make sense that I'm the one hurting in this situation. I just need you to hear that I'm hurting and say, it's okay. Let's move through it together.
And I can speak to wound up for confrontations because I too do that. And I think a lot of times we wind ourselves up because we expect the other person to come at us really hard. And so we feel like we got to be ready. We got to have all of our stuff so we can come at them. And if you just take a pause and think about how, not so much how you expect them to approach you, but how you want them to approach whatever it is that you're saying. It sometimes will calm you down. Because like Gwenna said, if you go in and you're already expecting them to be angry, most people
are going to feel that
angry. I'm going to come at you angry, but if you kind of back down and kind of give it a break and a breath, and you kind of come at them like, really need to talk to you. And I'm kind of not sure about how this is going to go. I don't want it to get really bad, but it is some stuff I need to say. Most times people will kind of, oh, okay, what's going on? And then it's not that same confrontation that you're kind of expecting.
Yeah, I've always found it's really helpful to say you and I are a team. Like say I'm resenting Tiffany over something, right? To put me and Tiffany on the same team and my emotions, my feelings are the enemy, right? To say, hey, you and I are on the same team here, but I need help working through this, right? And I know that this is directed at you, and I know you can feel that this is directed at you, but I don't want it to be there and you don't want it to be there. So can you help me through it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's phrasing, it's the two of us or you and that person versus the situation, and putting yourself on that same team, putting yourself on that even playing field. Yeah, exactly. The mind script. Exactly.
And I always feel like it's the same as, like if somebody calls you and they're like, I got some bad news, our minds automatically go to like, oh my God, someone's dying, someone's in a ditch, someone's this, someone's that, like we always think really awful. And then it might be like, I didn't get that job that I really wanted, which is bad, but not like someone's dead, and so we have to kind of, like you said, rewrite it and talk ourselves into take a moment. What's the bad news? And then you can go into it. So it's the same. Yeah. I like that idea, though, making the feelings the bad part versus, we're on the same team together. That's good, Gwenna.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes these feelings come up and it's hard to navigate them on your own, man. They're strong. Resentment is a strong feeling, because it's deep. It doesn't come from a place of anger. It comes from a place of ignoring your own needs. And that's hard to get through, man. I can't get through it on my own. I can't personally. I have to have my husband to say, hey, yeah, I know that like this is affecting us. It's us versus the situation. How can we get through it? Help me.
Help you. Not at all. And I agree with Regina, Laura. I think being interested in researching creative writing degrees in New York is not necessarily a bad idea. I think it is a valid activity.
I have news. I've enrolled in online school. I'm going back to school for my creative writing degree.
Look
I
at
start in September.
you!
Yeah, I start in September.
Awesome.
Anyways, I didn't mean to steal anyone's thunder. You should go back to school too, Laura. We can do our homework together.
Oh my God, homework backstages.
Yay! As long as the Pell Grant exists, I'll go back to school.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say about that. The Pell Grant.
Right. We got some yays and excitings and congratulations. And I hit the wrong
right.
And oh, Gwenna, you sweet summer child.
I am a summer child.
So yes,
because I'll tell you how winter children in George R. R. Martin take care of resentment. They decapitate their enemies and show them no mercy. So, you know.
I mean, that's just sometimes winter children in and of itself. As a November baby. I mean, we don't necessarily mean to, but again, that's why I had to deal with the anger part, not the resentment part. Inbred in November. Damn snow. Okay. We're going to take off, guys. And I love it. Margaret's like, that does sound more appealing.
Stop.
Winter is coming. So, yes. Good night, Margaret. What do you guys have coming up? What do you need to tell everybody? Where can they find you? What do you want them to know? All great fun things.
Poetry open mic night is this Sunday on my channel at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Come read some poems.
And even if you don't read, just come hang out. These people, we got some talented folks in our crew. Like some people, they will touch you, man. You almost be in your room like, I'm not crying. They're crying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have no news. You can't find me anywhere. I'm sporadic.
I love that. I don't think I'm anywhere either until. Oh wait!
I'll tell
Stay
you where
tuned.
I will be.
I might be on Small Town World before the next PJs and Scribbles.
Oh, good. I'll be out there killing these fruit flies. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be hunting fruit flies in my home, looking like a mad woman, swatting air. That's it.
I don't know if it was a fruit fly or a gnat we had the other day, and it just would not go away to the point that my father was like, "Are you okay? Like, what are you? What are you saying?
I'm not okay."
So, because I was just like, I was in the middle, I would just keep going like.
I'm telling you, talking about big feelings you need help getting over, that rage that consumes you with a fruit fly flying around.
I still don't know if I killed it. I just know I haven't found it. Hasn't flown around me in a few days, so I'm okay. But yeah, he was like, "Are you all right? Like, what are you doing?" I was like, "It's a gnat or something. I don't know what it is." And he's like, "I don't see anything." I'm like, "It's there. Trust me." So yeah, I still don't know what it is, but it disappeared. That's all I care about. So yeah, so stay tuned. I don't know. I don't think Nia and I decided if we're doing the first or the second Saturday of August for Small Town World. And we will be talking about the summer thing that we skipped last week, which turned out to be a good thing because y'all loved Heart Haven. So yay. All right, guys, we're going to take off and in true Gwenna fashion, and because StreamYard stole our outros, we're going to just roll out. So peace.